Here is today's foreign policy brief. Socialist candidate Luis Arce wins Bolivia's presidential election according to exit polls. The European Union's chief negotiator Michel Barnier is in London to continue Brexit trade talks, and the UN arms embargo on Iran is lifted. If you would like to receive morning brief in your inbox every weekday, please sign up here. After Year of Upheaval, Bolivians Elect and Morales AllyBolivians went to the polls in their millions on Sunday to elect a new president while attempting to draw a line under a tumultuous 12 months, even by Bolivia's own dramatic standards. According to initial results published early this morning, Luis Arce, the party successor to ousted President Evo Morales, appears to have won the election outright in the first round of voting. Arce's victory is a bitter vindication for Morales, who resigned as president under military pressure in 2019 and subsequently fled the country. Arce, Morales's economics and public finance minister, was shown in pre-election polling as the favorite. So great was his lead that Jeanine Áñez, Bolivia's interim president, removed herself from contention in order to better consolidate opposition to Arce. Suspicions and anxiety remain. Even with Arce's strong lead in polls, early problems with a slow vote count led to anxiety over electoral fraud given the country's experience in the previous election. After polls closed, Morales accused polling companies of hiding the great triumph of his party, Movement Towards Socialism (MUS), by not publishing exit polls quickly enough. The conspiratorially-minded could also point to the Bolivian Supreme Electoral Court's last-minute decision to refrain from reporting preliminary vote totals as ballots were counted. The court said it made the call in order to head off the kind of public unrest the delays in preliminary results caused in the 2019 election. A decisive victory. Under the country's electoral rules, a candidate must win either 50% of the vote outright, or win 40% while no other candidate comes within 10% in order to avoid a runoff. According to exit polling, Arce did both. He received 52.4% of the vote, almost 20 points ahead of his nearest challenger. A peaceful transition? As James Bosworth wrote in Foreign Policy in November 2019, Bolivia has not had a peaceful transition of power since 2002, and the prospect of violence is never far away. This history, and the current tumultuous state of Bolivian politics, suggests that the next elected president will likely face protests and be forced to resign as well. That's a pessimistic yet entirely possible scenario in the coming years, Bosworth writes. In the early hours of Monday morning, as results were becoming clear, interim President Áñez congratulated Arce on his victory. The coming weeks will prove whether Bolivia's opposition accepts the result. The World This WeekOn Monday, October